Hi there, Fat Cap Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make an Asian chicken thigh meal. I think anybody who follows me regularly will know that I just love chicken thighs. I think they're very good value, one of the cheapest cuts, but actually one of the tastiest. And this one is a lovely combination where we marinate it for a little while to really get that flavour into it, and then we'll serve it with some noodles. So what have we got? Marinade first. So I've got my chicken thighs. You can buy them skinned already and boned already. I've actually skinned and boned these myself. Put them in my bowl. I'm going to sit it down there, put this back a little bit. And then I've got a few ingredients. So I'm starting with soy sauce to give it that saltiness. Let's move that across a bit. And I'm going to put 1, 2, and a little bit of soy sauce in there. I think got some mirin, so which is sweet rice based. I'm going to put 1.5 because it's quite strong, the mirin. And then I'm going to put just one of the rice wine vinegar. Vinegar helps to break down the meat, soften it a bit as well. And then I'm going to put some salt in there for seasoning. I'm going to give it a grind of pepper. Okay, and then top it off with kind of, where am I? Use this measure. A couple of tablespoons of water. And we'll just mix it around a little bit. You can pop that in the fridge, and we want to do this for at least an hour and a half. The longer you leave it, the more flavour you're going to get into the chicken. You could leave it overnight if you want to. So we'll be back once this is marinated and we'll get into the actual cooking. So one thing I didn't quite do that, which I'm going to do, which I was going to give a squeeze of orange juice. So it's fresh orange in there, which will add a little bit more flavour. There we go. I'll just use half an orange. Could use a little bit of the second half, but really half is enough. And then it's back into that fridge. Okay, so I've now marinated the chicken, and I've now put a nice frying pan on here with some olive oil in it. I'm just going to brown my chicken off first. So I'll drop it in here. Be careful because it will spit with the liquid. Helps to open it out as you put it in the pan. Just going to get a bit of colour on here, and then we're going to take the chicken back out onto a plate, and we're going to, with the oil that's in here, we're going to then try out some ingredients. So I've got 3 garlic cloves, I've got 2 red chillies, and I've got kind of a thumb-sized piece of fresh garlic that I've cut into little sticks. And then I've got some sugar, a little bit of the zest of that orange that I was using earlier, and then some, I've got Szechuan pepper. You don't have to use Szechuan pepper, but I think it is really nice as an ingredient in this kind of food. If you do use Szechuan, you need to grind it up because it comes in little kernels. So it's going to get noisy. Turn that over. Just want a little bit of colour on here. Start the cooking process. I smell it already, it smells great. Cut it down a little bit. Make sure you get colour on all of it. You can have it all opening up. It'll take a couple of minutes just to do this bit. Okay, so now I'm going to pop these out, put them on my plate. There we go, we can hear ourselves a bit now. So, move this around, any bits in there. Just going to add a little bit more oil, don't want too much. And then I'm just going to pop in for a couple of minutes, no more, probably less than a minute, my garlic, my chilli and my ginger. Okay. So we get it all in. Move it around, and give these a little bit of colour. Wow, yeah, that's really smell that ginger. And I'm going to use the marinade now as a kind of little broth. So we're going to poach the chicken in. Poach it for about 20 minutes, 20-25 minutes to make sure it's properly cooked through. I'm going to serve it with some noodles and some spring onions. So that's now, you can see it's starting to change colour. That's where I need it to be, so it's taking on some colour. So now I can pop my marinade in. And I'm going to pop my chicken back into the broth now, as it is. And turn it down, because I just want it to poach gently. Got a few juices still on this plate, put those back in. I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of orange juice. See the remainder of that orange I was squeezing earlier. And I'm going to pop in the orange zest. Let's just use a finger just to get it off. Stir that in. Smells amazing. Right, get this up to a simmer. I'm going to pop in now some water so we can poach it properly. So I'm about half covering the chicken to do that. I'm going to get it up to temperature. I'm going to pop a lid on it. You don't have to pop a lid on, but if you don't, then just make sure it doesn't boil dry. I'm going to pop the lid on. I'm going to leave that for about 20-25 minutes and then we'll be back. Okay, so we've been cooking now for 2 or 3 minutes. And we're now going to add the final ingredient, which is just a little sugar, only about half a teaspoon of sugar at most, and then my ground up Szechuan pepper. If you don't have ground up Szechuan pepper, you can use normal pepper. I'm using 1 tablespoon. Give it a bit of a kick with the chilli. There we go. Quick stir. Make sure that seasoning's mixed in. There we go. Lid back on and cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll be back. Okay, so this has now been cooked for just 25 minutes on a low simmer, so it's beautifully thickened, and there we go. There is our chicken. I'm going to serve up. If you want to thicken the sauce up, just add a thickening agent like corn flour at the last 5 minutes just so it cooks through. So I've got some simple egg noodles. They've been cooked for 5 minutes in some lightly salted water. So lovely little pile of noodles in the middle. There we go. Then I have my chicken thighs. I actually sort of chop them in half when they're in the pan, so they're easier to serve and easier to eat. There we go. And then I've got some spring onions, and I've just sliced them. I like to slice them on the angle so you get this kind of look. It looks so much better. And we'll just sprinkle some of those, or place some of those on the top. And then we'll take some of the amazing saucy broth, lay that around here. This absolutely smells delicious. It's one of those things that makes your mouth water when you smell it, never mind when you actually taste it. And there we go. So there you have your incredible Asian chicken thighs served on a bed of noodles with some spring onions. So if you want to see more, then just subscribe to the channel. It's free. You'll be notified when I publish new videos, which is 2 or 3 times a week. And we'll be back soon.